Well, hello, my name is Sarah. I'm from 10 Minute Momentum, and today I thought I would do a little bit of a food haul video because I'm going to be doing food prep tomorrow. We've been doing a protein experiment at our house, seeing how behavior is affected by protein. So, a lot of this is for our food prep that I'm going to do tomorrow, and in our house, my husband does most of the shopping. I found that we spend less money if he does the shopping. So I do a lot of the bigger shops, but for the day-to-day fill in the blank gaps, he does those. So I went today because he was busy, and I'm going to show you what I got. All right, so here's what I got, and you can see that it's a lot of a few different kinds of things. So I got 3 bags of these meatballs here, and I would say these are not our normal items, but our homeschool group is having a pumpkin carving party, and I volunteered to bring meatballs. So quick and easy. Those were $5.99 each, and I will either bring 2 bags or 3 bags of those. I'm not really sure. I haven't done them in a crock pot for a while, so I'm not really sure what the right amount is. They were out of half and half. So I got a large container of heavy whipping cream, and when we run out of half and half, I'll just plan to cut that with milk, and we'll use that version for our coffee. We drink a lot of coffee in this house. And the heavy whipping cream was $4.69. I didn't buy a lot of milk this time, even though I'm going to do some food prep, because the things that I'm doing don't need much milk, and we go to the store usually at least another time during the week to pick up things we missed. Milk was $2.66. I got 2 of those. Butter, I got 4 butter, and this isn't that many for us. The price was like $3.69, which isn't really a stock up price for me with butter, but I'm getting ready to do food prep, like I said. Sorry, the butter was $3.29, and I will need butter for a lot of the things I'm using. Now, back here you can see I got the Aldi brand of carbonated flavored water and LaCroix. Oops, I accidentally got LaCroix, which is the name brand version, but it was a good way to see the price difference. I realized it once I was putting groceries in my cart. The Bellevue 12 pack was $3.45, and the LaCroix 12 pack was $5.55. So LaCroix is $2 more for the same number of cans. You know, different ones in our house would say they like that brand better, but when you're drinking as much as we end up drinking, you often go with the less expensive option. All right, here you can see I got 5 loaves of this 100% whole wheat. We actually like the heartier breads, but we've kind of cut back to this because the price is only $1.89 for these loaves. I bought 5 because I'm going to do a whole bunch of French toast as part of our experiment with protein. We've been doing French toast every day almost this week. The kids love it, and it's a great way to get more protein in the morning that's quick. So I'm going to prep a whole bunch of that. Here I've got 10 packages of English muffins, and English muffins are very inexpensive at Aldi. They're like $1.39, but most of the time they don't have them. So I'm going to make like egg McMuffin type things tomorrow to freeze. I'm not going to make 10 packages worth, but most of this is going to go in the freezer. I'll probably use about 5 packs to make those breakfast sandwiches, and then the rest of it will just go in the freezer for easy eating. Now I got a whole bunch of yogurt. I got 12, which isn't, I suppose, a whole bunch, but my husband is into weightlifting. He really likes his yogurt. He's always looking for more protein as well. These are 59 cents a piece, which they haven't really increased much or at all during this inflationary period. So they're a great deal. I got 2 packages of cheese because I do have kids in school. I got some lunch meat back there too. I do have kids in school, so the cheese was $1.89 each, and the lunch meat, um, again, trying to get more protein. I'm always trying to make sure I make sandwiches for them every day because they may or may not on their own. Kids get kind of lazy sometimes about wanting to prepare their own food. And I found that behaviors are just generally better if they had a nice hearty sandwich in their lunch. This ham and turkey were $5.29 for 15 ounces. And I actually like these because I like the containers. We end up reusing these containers for a lot of different things. I have a whole pile of them in my pantry. And I use them to package up food to give away, or kids take food in their lunches, and then if it doesn't come home, it's okay. So I like that they come packaged in those containers because we do reuse them. So, as part of my food prep this week, I'm going to be making some burritos, and we'll probably also have a taco night. These are $1.95 for 8, and I got 7 packages of them. I'm doing a few different Mexican things this week. So, I got cheese. The shredded cheese makes it super easy. Even though I know it's better to shred your own, I am, usually working kind of quickly when I do this. Those were $3.69 for 16 ounces. Cilantro is what I use in our black bean and corn salsa, which everybody loves, and I will reuse the rest of it in any other Mexican dishes. And I love it because there's so much of it when you buy it at Aldi, and it's very inexpensive. It's soup season, so I've realized with kids that they will eat soup as leftovers a lot better if they have crackers to put in it. And they're only $1.39, so I got 3 of them. I think that's all they had left. You know how Aldi has they have like fun cookies different times of year? Yeah. I only got 1 package because, I will be the one that ends up eating them if I have more than 1 package. They were $2.69. We will open them and put them in lunches, and that will be gone probably tomorrow. All right. So I have 4 bags of this Mandarin orange chicken. If you've never tried this, I really like it. My kids do like Asian food. Ordering Chinese out for my family is about $130. So we have started a tradition of doing family dinners on Sunday nights, and my adult children come, and it's great. But I have realized that I need to take shortcuts when I do that and have some of that food prepped ahead. So those were $6.89. I got 4 of those. And to go with that meal, I got pot stickers. These were $3.99, and we will use those with that Asian meal. We're having salad too, and one way to make a big easy salad is to use mixed greens and then throw one of those chopped salads in. It looks like you spent a lot of time chopping, but you didn't, and it's not just all green. So I already have the mixed greens. When we are doing easy meals, which everybody's coming over, I want easy cleanup, definitely doing paper plates then. We used to do paper plates a lot, but the price has gone up so much on paper plates. It's $5.99 for 100, which, that's like 6 cents a piece, which can really add up if you use them for every meal. So we just use them more when we're having, easy meals. That's kind of the idea. All right. I am making those breakfast sandwiches tomorrow. So I got 4 packages of these American cheese, and this will just be super easy. We don't usually use that for a lot of things, but I will use it on these sandwiches, and the kids like it, and we'll try it out and see how it goes, and we may have to mix it up next time. I've got 2 packages of cake mix. I'm only planning to use 1 this week. I love this chocolate cherry cake mix recipe, and you just take this cake, you make it the way it says, and you add, I think you might use a little less oil, and you add a can of cherry pie filling, and it's so good, so easy, and I'm going to do that for our family dinner as well. We had a lot of peppers in our garden this year, kind of like semi-hot ones, so those peppers are delicious with crumbled feta cheese in them, baked in the oven. So I got a couple containers of those. And tzatziki is just awesome with crackers, tortilla chips, all those things. Now, I did get 4 dozen eggs. The funny thing is we have chickens, and since I've been doing my little protein experiment, we've been buying more eggs. I had my husband buy 12 dozen eggs like a few days ago. There's probably still 8 dozen downstairs, but we got 4 more dozen. They were only $1.58 a dozen, and I'm going to use these when I make French toast tomorrow. Plus, I have a few other recipes. I got 2 packages of sandwich bags. Again, my kids go to school, a couple of them. So those were $1.99 for 100. And then I got stuff to make s'mores down here on the end. I got graham crackers and marshmallows and chocolate. We may do that this evening when all my kids come back. After dinner, we may make a fire and do that. I bought enough for more than one s'more making session because I tend to prefer to buy things up in bulk and have stuff on hand rather than have to remember to get it every time I go to the store. So that was what we got. And yeah, like I haven't been to Aldi and bought this much in a little bit, but I'm excited about my food prep session tomorrow to see how that makes the breakfasts go over the next couple of weeks.